What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Prop Drop, where we give you guys free daily player props on this channel. So if you guys are new and interested in that, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It does help me out a lot when you go ahead and do so, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so I got two free player props for you guys in the W today. But before we get into that, as we always do, let's recap the previous day. We go 1-2. All right, 1-2, and I know I hate having a lot of exposure to one game. All three picks were in one game, and I think they should have gone 2 out of 3. I'm not going to say 3 out of 3, but at least 2 out of 3. But we get hooked. So the first prop was Angel Reese over 25.5 PR. She crushes. She finishes with 15 points and 20 rebounds. All right, so 35 PR, no sweat. You love it. All right, love that. And then we had Alyssa Thomas over 33.5 PRA. We got amazing CLV closing line value on this one. I think it closed at 35.5 PRA. And guess what? She doesn't come close. She's at 30 PRA. Well, a little bit close, but not close enough. I don't know what it is about this team, but Alyssa Thomas just has not hit this prop against the Sky, who are terrible defensively. And you would think that it should be easy for her to do it, but just hasn't happened for her. Her numbers recently had looked great, but just against the Sky, they weren't. Okay. And then finally, we had the three main scores for the Sky to each score 10 points: and Angel Reese, Melissa Cardosa, and Ariel Atkins. Reese and Cardosa did their jobs with 15 each. Ariel Atkins sells us with 9 points on 4 for 11 shooting. So sometimes that's just the way it goes. So we move 1-2, and I got two props for you guys today. And the first prop is actually going to be a 1.5 unit play. Yeah, I usually don't give out 1.5 unit plays. Usually all the plays are for just 1 unit, but I am so confident in this one. I am going to 1.5 units because the hit rate is really, really good. And that is Brianna Jones over 17.5 PR for points and rebounds. This is minus 106 on FanDuel. This might even go down to 16.5 if you swallow some juice at some places, get it at maybe it's like minus 130, but I love this. All right, let's just talk about the matchup here. The Wings are terrible. One of the worst teams in the WNBA, one of the worst team in opponent points in the paint allowed. And Brianna Jones has just dominated this team. All right, in 3 games against them, she has had 26 PR, 19 PR, and 20 PR. All right, so going over fairly easily. And the minutes have been solid, 29 minutes, and she went 11 points, 15 rebounds, 31 minutes, 12.7 rebounds, and then 26 minutes, 14.6 rebounds. And the good part is also that Brittany Griner has kind of been like out of the rotation or getting phased out. Like Brianna Jones gets her minutes. I'm expecting minimum 25 minutes for her. And I would have been worried about Brittany Griner, but not anymore. And so to me, prime matchup. She has 100% hit rate against this team this season. The number's pretty low, 17.5. Like I would have thought this was like 18.5 or 19.5. So I love that number. And the only thing, honestly, working against it is the potential of a blowout. It's a 14.5 point spread, but I think she does her job even in a blowout. So I'm locking this one in, 1.5 unit play for Brianna Jones, my first prop for the day, 17.5 PR over for her. All right, moving on to the second prop we got in the second game between the Sparks and the Fever. I have Kelsey Mitchell over 21.5 points, and that is plus 100 on DK. Nice little plus money prop here for us. So Kelsey Mitchell has been the best scorer, obviously, in one of the best scorers in the league, and obviously the best scorer on the Fever all season long, especially with Caitlin Clark being out. And the Sparks, we know, are terrible defensively. They're like the worst team in the WNBA, by all the metrics. And so to me, I'm taking the person that is good at mainly what she does, which is putting the ball in the basket. And that's what Kelsey Mitchell does. I looked at Aaliyah Boston props, but I'm like, she's too inconsistent with the points, the rebounds, and nobody else on this team is consistent. Kelsey Mitchell scores. She's a bucket getter. So I like her over 21.5 points. In her last 3 games against the Sparks, she had 20 points, so just missed it, 19 points, and then 34 points. So she's getting very close, and the 20 and 19 point performance is 7 for 16 shooting and 8 for 17 shooting. So not terrible shooting numbers, but poor, less than 50%. So I'm expecting Kelsey Mitchell to get whatever she wants, whatever shot she wants in a matchup where, it's not going to be a lot of defense played. And so to me, asking for 22 points from the main scorer for the Fever, she's the one that gets all the buckets. That's, I don't think, asking a lot. So to me, I'm locking this one in here, 21 and a half points for Kelsey Mitchell over on DK for plus 100. So I love those two props for today. Let me know if you guys are tailing, and I will see you guys in the next video.